What's up, y'all? It's Annabelle with That Good Shit, and I'm here with the incredible
Audrey Nuna.
Hey!
What's up?
How you doing, Audrey?
I'm good. I'm chilling today.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm also chilling. It's a very chill day.
Yeah.
We're having a good time.
I'm not even gonna lie. I woke up in a really bad mood, and now I feel so much better.
I also woke up in
Did
a really
you
bad
really?
mood. The first half of my day was like rough.
I know.
But
Me too. I woke up feeling terrible. I don't know why.
We're turning that around right now.
We are.
We are.
That's why we're here.
It's only up from here. The day is getting infinitely better. I'm really excited to be here with you. You're such an incredible artist, fashion icon, just truly incredible at what you do. I'm excited to bring you here to one of my favorite restaurants in New York today, Golden Diner.
I'm so excited.
It's gonna be so good.
Very stoked.
A couple little food items and also some drinks. We're gonna test everything out and we're gonna have some fun. It's gonna be cute. First, let's get into these little drinks that we got. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Wow.
How nice.
Premier service.
So we've got a yuzu lemonade with iced tea, and then what was this called one more time?
This is a makgeolli horchata. So it's a mix of horchata and Korean rice wine, which I've drank many times, but I'm really excited to try this fusion. Yeah. I love fusion stuff.
We love fusion, and this is like the real capital of fusion, yes. I feel. So we're about to
I feel like it could either go terribly wrong or be amazing, and I just love that thrilling excitement.
Right. We're right on the edge. We're living on the edge, truly. Okay, well, let's get into it and see. I'll give this a
cheers.
Try. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, wow. I love yuzu, and this is like very, very good yuzu flavor.
This is really cool, actually. I like that the horchata is really light. Yuzu is such a good flavor, I feel like.
Yuzu is like one of my favorite flavors. There's a sushi place that does like a yuzu salmon roll that I love. It's such like a versatile flavor. Yeah,
it's interesting because I feel like it's really good, but it's not overused, which I kind of appreciate because, I don't know, it's a really strong flavor.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like it's easy to overuse it, so this is like a good subtle balance. You want to give it a try?
Yeah.
I'm going to give this a go. Oh, wow.
Tastes like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, it kind of does. Tastes festive.
Yeah.
That's good as fuck.
You like that?
That's really good.
It's cinnamon, right? Horchata has cinnamon in it?
Yeah, it's like cinnamon. It's usually like rice milk, cinnamon. It's really
good.
Yeah. Audrey, I wanted to ask you about your song, Starving with Teezo Touchdown. Such a beautiful song.
Thank you.
And I want to know the story of how it came together and what your experience was like working with an artist like Teezo, because I feel like you guys have a lot of crossover in just how creative you are and how unique your personalities are.
God.
Thank you.
Holy fuck.
Oh my god. Look at that.
So
Look at her
beautiful.
in the light.
It's like Tempur-Pedic.
Tempur-Pedic pancake.
The bounce back is crazy though. Sorry, I got so distracted, but that was a good question. The song came about really quickly. It was just me and two friends, Marcus and Jakob. We wrote the song in like probably an hour or two. It was really random. I actually didn't write it originally for myself. We made it and just on the way home, Jakob gave me a ride home from the studio and we just listened to it like 7 times in a row. For a long time, I was like, I don't know if I should put this song out or if I want to put this song out because I feel like it's so different from everything that I normally do. But to be honest, at one point I was just like, I mean, I fuck with the song and it's just music. And if I keep listening to it, I should just share it.
Yeah, and there's something there if you want to keep listening back to it, right?
No, absolutely. I feel like I try not to overthink, so I ended up putting the song out and my A&R actually connected me to Teezo, my A&R Chris, and he hopped on the song, which was such an unexpected feature for that song. Like I originally was thinking maybe someone like, you know, Steve Lacy or kind of someone in that more indie realm would be cool. But then my A&R just like, he was like, I'm gonna see if he wants to hop on it, and he did, and I was like, it was really cool. In a weird way, it reminded me of some like Andre 3000 shit, just because like he did something really unexpected on the track, and I really respected that.
Absolutely, yeah. It was definitely like an unexpected feature, but it's a really good fit, like, you know. And I love seeing what you guys did together.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Working with Inspire, he's such a creative person, and we really met on set for the first time for the video. And I can just tell he works really hard. Yeah. And he's really serious about his craft. It's really good energy all around.
Yeah, great energy. And him and his team go hard. And he has like a lot of women on his team. And I just feel like I respect their operation. That's
probably why he's killing it.
That's exactly why he's killing it. They're on top of their shit.
100%.
Shout out to Teezo and his team. Let's get into these pancakes right away.
Thank you so much.
Do you want to have the first cut into these pancakes?
No, let's do it together here.
Okay. I've been looking forward to this all day.
Same. Have you always been a foodie?
I've always been a huge foodie. My parents are foodies and my stepmom's a really good cook. So we would always have like really yummy food at home. I've been able to travel a lot too, so I love like eating when I travel and just experiencing different types of food.
Yeah, it runs in the family, like foodie culture.
It does.
Like my mom is also a huge foodie. I feel like you need someone to show you the ways, you know?
Absolutely, yeah. Once you experience like good food, especially at a younger age, like it's unforgettable.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
I would sleep on this material. You know what I'm saying? It's so soft.
Tempur-Pedic pancakes.
Tempur-Pedic bounce back pancakes.
I think what I love most about New York is like how much different fusions there are. Like so many places that experiment with different types of food and food from around the world, different techniques.
That's something I kind of miss a little bit about New York, being in LA now. Of course, there's a lot of cultures in LA, but I feel like in New York there's a lot of cultures and we're all in proximity to one another, and when you take the train together, proximity makes everything so much more interesting.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Do you like the seasons?
I love the seasons. Growing up in LA, I couldn't really appreciate the seasons as much because I didn't really experience them. It was either like sunny or like a little chilly and rainy, and that's kind of as extreme as it got. So the feeling that we're having now of coming out of winter into the spring is like such a beautiful, like hopeful, warm feeling that I never really got to experience in California.
That's actually so wild because I think about this all the time. That feeling of winter to spring, it's like I made it through a winter. That's something I grew up feeling. Like I'd walk to the school bus, and in the wintertime that shit was brutal. Like walking to the school bus in the morning.
Yeah.
But then eventually like the snow starts to melt and you see flowers, and like that feeling doesn't exist in LA.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So we kind of swap because you're experiencing that as like a young adult for the first time. That must be so sick. I wish I could experience that as a young adult for the first time.
It's really sick. But then also I'm sure you're having that experience in California where you get to wake up to sun and warmth consistently every day.
True.
And just have constant vitamin D influx into your body.
I'm weirdly kind of like a vampire, so I don't like sun that much. And I also love seasons. Like I love changes and I love feeling like benchmarks of my life.
Right.
So I do miss that so much, the seasons.
It's definitely a lot easier to benchmark eras and like moments in my life through the seasons. Like I keep a seasonal playlist too. So I bookmark my seasons and like the music I'm listening to, and I can so much more clearly go back to like my fall playlist and listen to those songs, and I feel like the crisp fall seasonal feeling, and it's harder to do that in LA.
It's like the seasons are attached to memories in this like really cool sensory way that I really miss. Pancakes are smacking.
They are.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to like restrain myself from really going apeshit on these pancakes.
Don't restrain yourself. I'm with you.
You
just gotta eat. You just gotta eat.
Next thing I want to ask you about is your style and your sense of fashion. I think is just so unique to you and so cool.
Thank you.
I love seeing people who kind of like create their own wave with what they wear and how they express themselves. I'm curious specifically how you go about accessorizing and what role accessories specifically play for you in your looks. Thank you so much. But yeah, tell me about what accessorizing means to you.
I love that question. Accessories are so fun. I like to just have fun with them. Just in fashion in general, I feel like the point is to have fun. And especially with accessories, I love just rocking like industrial gloves, or my sister got LASIK surgery and she brought home these like disposable sunglasses that she had to wear after she had the surgery, but they were fire. I feel like a lot of practical things in society, like even construction workers and the fashion that they wear, or snow athletes, people who do athletic stuff in the snow, like all that shit's so fire. For accessories especially, and vests, things like that, I love the mix of like practical and fashionable or just cool. Like I get a lot of accessories on eBay. I love like acrylic rings. I just think accessories can make or break a fit.
What's like your personal favorite accessory, your go-to right now?
My go-to right now, probably some like biker gloves. I've been into the gloves a lot.
Uma's been on the gloves too.
Yes. And then my go-to has always just been like acrylic jewelry. I'm just really into like see-through tech wear type of stuff. What about you? Do you have anything in the rotation right now?
I'm really into rings right now. I got this like blob ring that I really like.
That's fire.
Because the whole like theme and aesthetic of our like page is all like blob shapes and stuff.
Oh,
so
wow.
Very much like goes with our little thing.
Grandmas and grandpas inspire me a lot.
Yeah. Couldn't agree
They're really
more.
free with what they wear.
I love seeing, especially, that's another thing I love about New York, is seeing all the like super fly older people. with their like super out there looks and just not giving a
100%.
fuck. Like,
Definitely.
it's so awesome.
Especially in Chinatown, I feel like you see a lot of like fly shit.
Quincy has a couple questions that he wants to toss in. This is Quincy. I'm gonna give him my microphone.
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm Quincy from That Good Shit. This is Q's Q. Audrey, I have a Q for you. You went to Clive Davis Institute. I currently go to Clive Davis Institute, but you didn't finish your first year. But I mean, I heard that you were collaborating with some really cool people there. I was wondering if you still keep in touch with some of your Clive classmates, and what did your time at Clive teach you, and that you still kind of carry on today?
For sure. I keep in touch with a few classmates. One of my best friends, Jack LeBeaus, he was a year above me. He's a producer, he's a fire producer. Then I have a friend, Abby, who we work with the same producer, so we stay in touch. But to be honest, I'm gonna be so transparent. I feel like I'm so bad at keeping in touch with people I meet in school.
Yeah.
Just cause, I don't know, life
be life.
Yeah, life be lifing. I also feel like my demographic for friends is middle-aged married men with kids. Like all the people I hang out with are in their 30s or like late 20s. I don't know why. Like even my one of my professors from NYU, Jeff Peretz, I actually keep in touch with here and there. But in general, I get along with like a lot older people. So my peers, sometimes it's rare to really keep in touch. But I would say those two classmates.
First of all, shout out Jeff Perez. Love Jeff. I told him that I was interviewing you, and he let me know that you're winning an award for Women Innovators at 3rd Street Music School.
He did put me onto that. That was all him, honestly. He's fired for that. It's really nice of him to think of me. I think these are the hash browns.
Yeah.
The shape is so asymmetric. I like that.
It's so shiny too. It's glowing.
Continuing on what we're talking about, Clive, you mentioned before the interview, but just like for everyone out there, you did leave, you didn't finish your time at Clive. I was wondering, how hard was that decision to learn that I'm ready for the next level? How hard was it to take it to that next level, if it was hard at all? And how did you know you were ready? Actually, no, before you answer that question,
First things first.
Yeah, first things first. Let's admire let's admire this fandom. Chicken Katsu Club.
It wasn't really that hard of a decision. Just because, to be quite honest, I feel like school is so expensive.
Oh, cheers.
Cheers. This is crazy. There's 3 pieces of bread.
Yeah, this is a crazy layering going on right now.
So what happens to the other? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good. Sorry, I saw it and I went for it, you know?
Don't ever apologize.
You just gotta eat. You just gotta eat, bro.
I like the mayo. I kind of am enjoying that this is like a almost Americanized katsu sandwich. Like it's very diner-ish. That's hella nostalgic for me because I grew up in Jersey and there's so many diners. But to answer your question, it wasn't really that hard of a decision just for that reason. And also, I don't know, I was just really excited to just try and do it. Also, my entire first year at NYU, I had been working on music and recording and kind of already trying to kind of get in there and do everything. So it wasn't that crazy of a transition.
Yeah.
I think the only thing was probably convincing my parents that it was going to be cool. I like made a PowerPoint, presented it to my dad, because you know,
Why you should let me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Please
exactly.
let me drop out of school.
Like when you're trying to convince your parents to let you have a hamster or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, facts. Please let me drop out of school, you know?
Yeah, and it worked.
Yeah, facts. There's also a lot of other Clive talent that didn't make it all the way. I don't know if you're familiar with Underscore's kind of hyper pop, glitch pop artists who came out of Clive. They didn't finish. I think they made it like 3 years in, right? And so it takes a huge amount of confidence to really believe in yourself and understand where you are compared to who's around you. Realizing that, you know, okay, like maybe this isn't the path for me, and I can go out and I like my chances of creating my own path. I see that in your music too. Like, can you talk about that, where you create your own path and you tried something different, or you really think that you like put yourself out there?
This is gonna sound so crazy, but I honestly think like it's not really anything crazy besides the fact that I'm just really existential. I remember vividly having this thought in like 2nd grade, sitting in math class. I was just sitting there and I was like, what's going on? We're sitting on this rock, floating around. I'm so confused.
Yeah.
And I think that feeling has really followed me throughout my whole life. I just feel like nothing is really that. There are certain things that, you know, those are real problems, like the health of your family, and I'm not saying those things are not a big deal, but I just feel like in general, most of the fears and things we have are a little bit like we fall flat on our face and we eat some shit. It's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
What's next? So I think that existential thought has always made things not feel like that crazy. So even with dropping out of school, I was just like, oh, let me just give this a try. If it doesn't work out, I can always just like, I don't know, become a history teacher or something, or do something else.
Yeah, I mean.
But even so, I feel like you decide when you stop trying, and I genuinely love making shit, so I don't think I would ever stop making shit. So it's not like it was gonna change regardless.
Being able to have that work ethic and knowing that no matter what, you're gonna keep creating, and then combining that with not being afraid of failure and, like you said, falling flat on your face. Being okay with taking that risk is a huge accomplishment. And I hope you feel proud because, I don't know, it really paid off. I think it's really fun.
Thank you.
Cues.
That's
that good
so
shit.
Nice. Wow.
This is Quincy. Now I'm passing it to Annabelle.
Last thing I really want to ask you about is what are you listening to right now? Like, what's been on your playlist? What artists are you really excited about their music right now?
I really fuck with Shed Theory. I actually randomly ran into Joey, one of the members of Shed Theory, at a Starbucks in Chicago yesterday, which is so random.
Yesterday?
Yeah, I was in Chicago yesterday for a show. I love Men I Trust. Really fuck with Lane Wire. They only have 5 songs out, but they're fire. AJ Radico, New York Local, very, very sick.
Okay, nice. Love AJ Radico
about you?
as well. Oh my gosh. Today I've been listening to the new JT and Doechii song on repeat. It's
Nice.
really good. Club banger, high energy. I've been revisiting Knowledge a lot. He's like my favorite producer. So I've been diving back into his stuff a lot recently. Also the new Schoolboy Q album. Really
Oh my God,
fantastic.
I heard like the first few tracks and it was nuts. I was really into it.
I think it's always cool to hear a project from like a rapper of that status who's been gone for like, I think it was 5 years since he dropped his last album. So it's one of those accumulated a lot of experience in those years, and it's like packed with just stories and very introspective and existential as well.
I'm definitely, I have to finish it. Also, I've been listening to a lot of like In Rainbows, Radiohead, that album specifically.
Oh yeah.
And King Cruel, randomly.
The GOAT.
Music feels good right now.
I do want to hit you with an existential question while we're here. I'm a Pisces. I'm also very existential. Do you believe in the concept of divine timing?
I do. I think that I believe in fate, and I believe in there's a path that your life is going to go. I think there are certain things that you can't escape about your life. But I also think sometimes, and I think like the whole idea of pondering this is what I love about being existential. Sometimes I really wonder, is it all just so random? And even so, I feel like there is really something divine about that, where it's like, it's all so meaningless that you just give meaning to what you want to give meaning to. But in general, I would say I do believe in divine timing. Yes. The timing will always work out how it's supposed to work out, in my opinion. Even though we don't understand it, even after we leave this existence, I feel like there will be a moment when it all makes sense.
Definitely agree. I feel like any situation that happens to me in my life, when I look at it in retrospect, it never fails to make sense why it played out that way, and why it always usually plays out for the best. So I always hold that faith in like the universe, where I'm like, I know things will always kind of fall into place the way they're meant to in their own timing. Even if it's random, like when you look back at it, it'll all like make sense.
I feel like just letting go and living that way is also just so much more fun and easy than just trying to be in control of everything.
And I like what you were saying earlier too about when it comes to taking risks and taking big jumps, just being like, what's the worst that could happen? Me and my family are in good physical health, all the important things are good. Let me take a leap of faith. If it doesn't work out, it's not the worst thing in the world, you know?
Yeah, gratitude is really powerful and practical, I feel like, in that way.
Absolutely. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools we've got. Is there anything that you're working on right now that you're really excited about?
Honestly, for the next few months, just really diving into creative direction and rolling out a lot of the stuff I've been working on. I have a song coming out at the top of May I'm really excited to share.
We'll stay tuned.
Yeah.
We'll tap in. Well, oh my gosh, this has just been so much fun. What were your thoughts on the food overall?
The pancakes, they have a place in my heart.
Oh yeah,
pancakes are fire. I fucked with the club. I think I'm used to more like super Japanese katsu sando, but I think this was really good in that it's kind of like a cool fusion of like diner food and katsu club.
Yeah.
Which I guess makes sense. It's called the katsu club. It's not a katsu sando, so that totally makes sense.
Yeah.
I appreciated it. The horchata was also really good, and the yuzu. Overall, great spot.
Great spot, Chinatown. Audrey, is there anything else that you would like the people to know about you?
I love the smell of babies, and I have an extra bone in each foot.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's not cool, it's painful, but
I was gonna say, does it like help or hurt you?
it hurts me.
Oh my gosh. Do you ever have plans on getting those bones removed from your feet?
I don't know. I think I'm emotionally attached. I don't think I'll do it.
They're part of you.
Yeah.
Whether
They've been with me
like
through
it
a
or
lot of
not.
shit,
Yeah.
so
Oh my gosh. Okay, cool.
thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
That good shit.
Yeah.